Well, hello there, world. It is I, Brad, and it is us here at the Emerald Dragon Monday night once again. We got Luke, Kaylie, Paul, Alex, and myself. It's something I'm working on, guys. It's like so much more hype if you just like talk really fast. Anyway, enough about the meta, because tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Tomb of Annihilation. We are in the Tomb of Annihilation. We're gonna get annihilated, most likely. Nobody here has particularly an optimistic outlook on our current situation.
Including me.
Including our Dungeon Master, Paul. Without further ado, Paul, would you like to take it away, my friend?
Actually, you guys made it through most of the first level without a character death, and I really thought there would be a character death on the first level. Like maybe more so than the next couple levels, but no one died. So far, it's not completely explored. But congratulations on that so far. It is not, maybe your characters will just make it through this. We will see. But speaking of characters, I want to throw it over to Alex. Who are you playing tonight?
I'm Alex, and I am playing Iranae, our swashbuckler rogue, who currently has lost literally everything she possessed, and has a single dagger. And that's it.
What is the worst part of this dungeon so far? That's the question, in addition to who are you playing?
That was the worst part. No, the metal. The metal was the worst part. The stupid metal statue. Luke.
Hi, I am Luke, and I am playing Garathor, our Berserker Barbarian, who also has nothing but a dagger. I've got, various things such as bracelets. Those could be very helpful in combat. I've got a jug. Jugs are cool. But yeah, no, absolutely losing my magic sword, which I had for exactly one session, which was extremely powerful. Losing my immovable rod, which was also my favorite thing that I used. It pretty much is half of my identity. And then I lost the other half of my identity in my father's book, which I rolled a natural 100 and sizzled that thing to a burning crisp. R.I.P. Dad. I got your dagger still.
Your dad might still be alive.
Honestly, my dad's dead already. Like, if the book is gone, it's like like the Jones the Jones family might be done for. But no, let's hand it over to Kaylie.
Hi everyone. I'm playing Silky tonight, the kobold monk. I haven't lost anything. I still got all my weapons, but got beat up pretty bad last session, and Silky is a sad little baby. Yeah, she's depressed. The end. Brad.
Hello, everybody. I'm playing Alastor Eltan, formerly of the Flaming Fists and current founder and commander of the new Flaming Fists. I haven't lost anything, folks. I haven't lost anything. Actually, my calorie count has skyrocketed. The calories I've burned on a daily basis. So I probably lost a pound or two, which I am actually more concerned about than I realized, and now finding that out. But don't worry, folks. All my biggest weapons are up here. And in here. Back to you,
Beautiful.
Paul.
Beautiful. Wow. Poetry. Man, what happened last episode? You guys started off with the statue with the electromagnet in its shield, turning a lot of your precious stuff to rust. You guys encountered the Fountain of Youth, which you have yet to discover, maybe the full effects of that, as no one just drank it. You donned the mask and conquered the tomb of Obalaka, which that spirit is now residing in Alastor. You also entered the tomb of Wongo, which was pretty brutal. That's where Iranae lost everything that she owned. Everything that was considered hers was gone. Garathor, you had something happen to you as well. Do you remember?
I mean, other than Moa being my best friend.
No, in Wango's room.
In Wango's room.
Yeah, you were in a tomb, remember?
Yeah.
Poetry.
Okay. I'll chat you if you don't remember. And then Silky, who passed her Constitution saving throw in the Warrior's tomb, narrowly avoiding another character death. But that was very fortunate. You guys were chased by a tomb guardian, but you made your way back down around on your boat, and Silky wanted to go check out a treasure chest, which you guys were kind of suspicious of, but as Silky went to check it out, she found herself being lashed out and chomped down on by a mimic, and that is where we will start.
I just want to say, I don't think it was my idea, but but I'm here now.
Oh my God, Silky, get out of the way!
What the box is alive?
The mimic is going to bite twice at advantage.
2 times, both at advantage?
No. Oh, I didn't know the advantage was in there. I'm going to take the 8 and the 24.
The 8 and the 24? The 24 hits.
All right. So you take 5 points of piercing damage and 1 point of acid damage. And the mimic and you are stuck to each other. You can feel it adhere to your skin like a fly trap. It is now stuck to your body. And we will begin initiative order with Iranae.
Iranae is just going to look over across this chasm from the boat and just yell out, "Fucking really?" And invoke the blessing of Wango. So if the mimic would please make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, mimic can't be wise, can it?
Smart enough to get you trapped.
Out of Iranae comes these 4 transparent or semi-transparent, like monkey arms. These purple digits coming out, and the spirit of Wango unleashes this psychic assault over on top of the mimic, and the mimic like seizes up, and it is stunned.
Ooh.
Does that end your turn, or would you like to move?
I'll stay in the boat. So I will not move.
Silky.
Is there a way I can unadhere myself to this thing? Do I need to make a check, or am I just stuck to it?
This complicates it. Is grappled by it. Actually, I think you are no longer stuck to it because it is stunned.
Oh, really?
Because it technically grappled you.
Well, if I'm...
as soon as it got stunned, it let go. And
okay, sweet.
Now.
Since I'm no longer...
Like, its jaws are open, like halfway about to chomp on you, and it just stopped and seized up. Like lockjaw.
Well, that makes this easier. I'm going to get back on the rope and scurry my way back over to the boat. And I'm going to take my spear and cut the rope.
Okay. The rope falls down. And at this point, you guys can do whatever you want. The mimic is sitting there seized.
I do believe there's nowhere to go, so back up.
Yeah, does anybody know anything about chomping treasure chests?
No.
I know I want it to fucking die.
I don't think we should waste our energy on that. I've already gotten away. I think we should
So there's no treasure in there? Silky, did you even look?
Do you want me to go back and look?
You
were inside of it.
Your face was inside of its mouth. Like you didn't see anything.
Hey, Paul, did I see anything while my head was in the chest?
You saw a tongue and giant teeth and like the little glottal thing.
The uvula.
I saw a uvula. Maybe the uvula is valuable. Should I go back and get the uvula?
All right, look.
Can I shoot a firebolt at it?
At this point, it like goes back. Its mouth disappears and it goes back to a normal treasure chest and kind of moves back as far as it can away from you guys.
In the ancient legends of Dark Souls, when you kill a mimic, they drop an item. So
I am not going back over there.
Eltan, do you think you could just launch a bunch of cantrips at it until it dies, and then we could go check it out?
Can we sit here while I launch firebolts at it until it dies?
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to do anything for that?
Garathor, isn't your dad gonna die?
Roll a d20 to see how long it takes.
Lieutenant Silky, that is
I guess
personal information.
in a minute you can shoot
6 bolts at it.
Yeah,
10
we'll
bolts.
say
10, that'd be 10 bolts.
we'll say roll a d6. That's how long it takes.
Watch me take all day to do it.
All right, you start shooting fire bolts at this thing, and it's starting to writhe in pain. It like doesn't move the first couple hits, and then it starts like moving and trying to get out of the way as you make it bloodied. And after 2 minutes, it's
Punishment
on
for
fire.
assaulting a flaming fist officer is death. Die, die, die.
It is gone.
Did it drop anything?
There's a charred corpse that used to be a treasure chest mimic.
Did it transform like out of a chest shape and it looks more like a beast now that it's charred, or what?
His like tongue is hanging out, and the parts that were wooden are kind of melted.
It didn't drop any treasure, but justice was served today.
Good start, guys.
could have gone a lot worse.
Yes, okay.
Well, guys, I think the only option is to go down at this point.
How close are we to the waterfall edge?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, so we can't see the bottom from where we... Could I see the bottom from when I went over?
It descended into blackness after, your dark vision's 60 feet, I'm guessing?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's 60 feet, and then it keeps going.
Garathor, are you suggesting a cannonball?
No, I meant down the stairs, back inside the tomb.
Oh, that's way smarter.
No, I was not. I mean, we could just save ourselves, guys, right now. If anybody wants to jump off,
This could be the speed run.
could be the fastest run.
I mean, I think
It could be a homemade TPK.
I think we're just gonna die.
stairs, then.
Geronimo!
Lieutenant Silky, do the stairs sound good?
Yes.
I thought so as well.
Yes, stairs ideal. Let's be very sneaky. There is giant monster.
You guys
So-
heard the lieutenant.
I will take us back to here.
Iranae, you got that?
Sorry, what was that?
You heard the lieutenant, right?
No, I didn't.
She said be very sneaky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a given, I thought.
All right, let's do it.
2 at a time, like last time.
We have to stick to our routines, guys. So yes, 2 at a time.
Garathor, you and I?
Correct.
Silky grabs Garathor's hand and holds onto it real tight.
I just throw Silky on my shoulders,
Oh,
and I go running through.
okay. I go willingly.
Hey, quick question.
Hmm?
Is anybody hungry?
I mean, yes, but I think we should go.
All right. I remember
Okay.
I just ate like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Garathor and Silky, you run into the room and you hear some skittering in the little caverns. But as you go and you see the open flame skull at the other side, you jump through?
Yep.
All right. You successfully make it through. You jump through the skull and turn around and look back. Both eyes are out and you're through the door.
Claire.
All right, Alastor, you ready?
Let's do it.
And we do the same.
You guys run through. Garathor and Silky, as Iranae jumps through, you see one of the eyes light up. And as Alastor jumps through, you see the other, both of them lit up as soon as Iranae went through. And then one closed when Alastor went through. But you guys all jumped through. Nothing happened.
Outside of game question, did I receive the Mace of Terror?
I remember
Yes,
you
I
doing
gave
so.
it to you.
Okay.
Also,
Gotcha.
I checked the episode where I thought I had given the cloak back to Garathor, and I didn't find it. So last I know of, it was on me, which means it's gone.
And that is... Oh, look at that. It's gone. All right, guys. I think that since this place is so dangerous and I can... I turn invisible. Hey, can I talk while I'm invisible?
Yeah.
Can people hear me? And since I can do this, I think it would be best if I either take the front or the back and just stay invisible at all times for any surprise attacks. I'll be right with you guys. But I think using this to our advantage would be beneficial.
Lieutenant, do you see any holes in that plan?
Oh, I lost you guys.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I missed what you said there, Brad.
Were you listening to Garathor's plan?
Turn invisible, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to stay invisible all the time.
I mean,
while we go through.
So long as that doesn't make you tired or anything like that, I don't see why it would be bad.
Nope, we'll be just fine.
Okay,
Also, I'm so glad you guys are all safe right now. Your lovely faces are just incredible.
You are all freaking me out. Sorry, you're all different now. It's weird.
I'd say that we're enhanced.
Lieutenant, I've got the weight of an entire mercenary organization on my shoulders. Sorry if I'm acting a little different.
That's okay. It's okay. I think we should continue, yeah?
Onward.
Okay. I'd like to go up to the corner and just peek around and make sure that our big monster friend isn't anywhere nearby.
All right, make a perception check.
I should really let other people do perception checks.
You don't see any monsters, nor here.
Cool. Okay, we are clear. Stealth for the stairs.
All right, you guys make your way around and you're heading down the stairs.
That's
Yep.
right. I think Garathor is leading the way.
Let's go to level 2.
You guys want me to lead the way? I
Yes,
can-
please.
And I assume the rest of us are moving stealthily.
Yeah, you can make a group stealth check.
All right. I will.
You have advantage, Garathor.
Oh, I'm still rolling stealth.
Silky, you rolled sleight of hand.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I don't know if that's the same as stealth for you, but
It is actually the same. Do you want me to roll stealth instead?
that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Nice check. Wow. You guys feel like you don't hear anyone kicking any rocks or making any sounds. You silently proceed down the stairs. And Garathor, you're in the lead. You guys have kind of seen this area before. You saw the writing on the wall in a little inscription right here. And you look down this hall. I'll go ahead and reveal that. You see a green. I'll just go ahead and reveal it. You see a green devil face down this hall, looking very similar to the one that you saw on the floor.
That the one that had the demon inside of it?
Correct. You're beginning to think that this devil face might be some kind of a repeating icon or theme.
Silky, do you have any paper left over?
I do, yes.
Can you please write down this, the second writing that these warnings, and write down one for everybody. Everyone, please constantly be looking for these clues, because I have a feeling every single one of the last ones came to fruition. I have a feeling on this second floor we'll be dealing with the same thing.
I photocopy the clue and hand it to everybody.
All right, Garathor.
Does it look like this hallway, like there's any nooks or crannies, or it's just that at the end of it?
If from right there, you can make a perception check. You don't really see anything out of place or any nooks or crannies.
All right, guys, so here's what my plan is. I think we should scout out this entire floor, try to get as much of the lay of the land as we can, and then we can try to make these riddles make sense. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds pretty good. Hey guys, just a quick question out of game. Can anyone else hear Luke? He's so quiet on my side. Like, is he quiet on your side, or
Did I go
Luke,
I need to mess with my settings?
His voice was extra loud coming through my end, so I had
Sounds good on
turn
my
it
end.
down just a little bit.
Interesting.
Sounds fine for me.
Is this too loud? Is this too loud?
It's perfect for me.
Is this good? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I will just move up and poke my head down this hallway.
Right down this hallway, Garathor, you see it extends quite a long way, and you see it seems like it opens up to a room eventually down at the end of this revealing. You also notice, I'll just go ahead and say you notice a T area here about halfway down. It looks like there's the hall ends and there's two ways to go, left and right.
Copy that. I will keep moving around this what do you call it? Like this railing. I'll keep moving along the banisters.
Sure. So you're going south?
Yeah, and again, DM, please keep in mind that I do have danger sense as a barbarian.
I didn't know.
And I'm being very, very careful and looking around me, moving slowly, looking around. My eyes are open.
Make a perception check. I'm assuming you're looking for traps and danger.
Yeah, I'm looking for traps. I'm keeping my eyes in front of me and to my left and right. The only thing I'm really not watching is behind me.
Okay. And you rolled a 15?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. So you get to about here, and your danger sense starts tingling. To this southern wall here, you see 3 about holes like this big. And through these holes, you see these heads that are like at the neck. They're kind of like the hole and then the head. And you see these chains and bits in like kind of like bits and you see three like disfigured, deformed zombie heads, and they're biting on these bridles in their mouth like they're hooked up like horses, and they're like, ah, ah, and there's three heads that are just snarling and looking out of these little like holes in the wall. It looks really bizarre, and then it looks like a door almost. This whole fixture that they're looking through, like a giant wooden some kind of contraption that could possibly move.
Okay, and they're sticking out of the wall towards the banister. They're like looking north from there.
Right. You see three heads looking at you, and they can see you now, and they're kind of slowly turning over, and they start making more noise. Not a whole lot.
They can see me.
They can now, yeah.
I'm invisible.
Oh, yeah, right. They can't see you. They're just making noise and chilling out.
How long do their necks extend out of the wall?
It's like half their head.
Okay. I would like to approach it closer and just see if I can get any detail of either what's behind it. See if I can.
I'm going to make a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
For them.
Oh.
They have no idea you're there. They seem completely oblivious. They're maybe taking a look as Iranae's creeping around. They're like trying to see in the dark and like kind of gaze who else is creeping around in here.
Okay, so like I said, I'd like to kind of go up to here and see if I can poke my head, see if I can see if it's just a wall or if it's a door, if I can see anything.
Seems like a door.
Okay.
Possibly it lifts. But yeah, these three zombie heads are poking out of this.
So, but it's a door. Okay.
It seems like a door. Yeah.
Okay. I will come back and I will tell the crew what I just seen. And say I think it's time that we start going down this hallway where there's a T-shape.
I wonder if the zombies are the thing that hates sunlight. Just something to think about.
Absolutely. That's, again, I think about what we should definitely check everything out first, and I think the puzzle pieces will fall together. But I like where your head's at, Lieutenant.
She bristles a little bit. She kind of likes being called Lieutenant.
I will very sneakily try to go down this hallway, especially looking for floor traps at this point, looking for any raised panels, any off-colored tiles, any wire traps.
All right. You don't sense anything, and you get to about here. What would you like to do?
Peer down both hallways.
All right. You take a look to the left and the right. First, you take a look to the right. Then you take a look to the left. What this actually is not necessarily a T to a left and right, but you notice that it starts to arc up like this, like a ring, like half of a ring. So both the floor starts to rise, and as you look to the left, you see a corpse halfway through the ring.
Okay. I will go tell the party. And then be like, guys, I think I'm going to jump across because I have a feeling that this ring is a trap of death. I would imagine flaming balls. I heard of this guy named Indiana Jones once. Seems like that kind of scenario where crushing of bones, rolling rocks, acid baths, bad things. I recommend that we don't explore up and down this hallway.
Wait, who's Indiana Jones?
I read a book about Indiana Jones at one point. My dad told me a story when I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
In his travels, he saw some famous plays.
Great.
Garathor, you said this is like a ring.
It seems to me as if it arcs upward, as if it was a ring.
Do you think the ring could be a path to another tomb?
It could be.
Maybe maybe our death. Maybe it's just a new tomb.
I'm going to jump across.
Another tomb. Not
Right.
just your tomb, but it's another tomb.
The Tomb of Annihilation squared.
Right. It's like another death trap.
Like, and you're in a portal.
What do you think, Silky?
I kind of think we should finish exploring up ahead, maybe. Just to finish looking, and then maybe jump over the ring that could kill you.
So you want me to jump? Jump over it?
Have we looked up here yet?
That's where I was going to go. I want to move through
that's
this
where the
ring
ring
first.
is.
Yeah, the ring is
here.
is this thing.
Oh,
It's like a path that goes like this.
got it.
It's half a ring.
Well, do we do we want to try to find a spider or something, and then like put it on the ring and see what happens to the spider?
Garathor, if you feel comfortable jumping, got faith in that.
Okay, so that's a no.
I will take an ingot and just throw it on the path.
Where?
Just right here in front of me.
Bing, 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 bing. Nothing.
I will reach and grab my ingot.
You have add 1 ingot to your inventory.
Okay. I will jump across. And I will head up carefully to see what's ahead.
Okay. You get closer and closer. I'll just go ahead and move you up. All right. Are you guys all following him at a reasonable distance?
Yeah, I
I
am.
think they're probably all behind.
Yeah.
I think they're all behind the ring at this point. Yeah. Or are you guys gonna jump across too?
I'll jump across.
I will also jump across.
Okay.
I'll just linger here and watch our 6. That's a new path, and I prefer to stay at the path we've already set.
Garathor, you see a checkerboard marble floor, very clean. Looks like it's been freshly mopped. And in the middle of this floor is a gilded coffin, which sparkles with sunlight streaming down from the chamber's vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. You can see 4 things in this room. They are 4 huge stone gargoyle faces, their mouths grimacing, and they protrude from the walls. Similar to about the zombies. They're a little bit further out, but there's stone gargoyle faces. They're just grimacing there. As you look a little bit closer and study these gargoyle faces, you see a red liquid kind of dripping down the side of their mouth as they're grimacing.
I tell the party this. Let's see. All right, so we've got another tomb. I'm guessing this is another trickster god tomb, guys. We know that inside that sarcophagus there's probably a trickster god, probably some cool weapon. But we also know there's a puzzle involved here, and that it's not going to be opening a sarcophagus just that easily.
Is there an inscription on the sarcophagus? Any
I
symbols?
would... Oh, crap. I can't see any symbols from here, can I?
You can't from there.
I would like to take one step in and while invisible and see if anything happens.
Okay.
Being ready to jump. out.
Your danger sense in full force. You take a step into the room, waiting for the pain. Nothing happens. Your first step is fine.
Okay. So these are gargoyle faces. I know them clearly as gargoyles.
They look like gargoyles, yeah.
Okay.
Or like, yeah. Yep.
Staying on the white checkers. So even when I'm invisible, it would have felt my weight, right?
Definitely.
Okay. So staying on the white checkers, I would like to, and not touching any sunlight, I would like to...
Sunlight only pours down onto the coffin from the ceiling.
Just still stating it, not disturbing it. I'd like to see if I can read any inscription.
All right. You look all around this coffin, and you don't see any inscriptions. It looks very fancy, but you don't see any trickster god or any language or any animals. Anything that would relate to the other ones.
Yeah. Could this be as simple as like throwing a blanket over the tomb and opening it and preventing sunlight from hitting the body? Is that too easy?
Real quick, Paul, when I was going past this wasn't anything, was it?
That was where the message was, I think.
Yeah, that was the
that was
had the message on it.
Gotcha. Okay, I will come back. And then I will also realize, Iranae, I have a longbow. Do you want that?
Do you have arrows for it?
DM, do I have any arrows left over?
I assume if they were in a quiver on the outside of your person, then
I mean, it was all kind of stuffed into my backpack.
I'll say that arrows you probably didn't have ready, unlike all your other 20 weapons. So I will say that you have 12 arrows.
Iranae, would you like this?
That was on the inside of your pack. They survived.
yeah. And as you give me that, I'm going to step into the room.
I'll be right behind, invisibly with my hover hand. I'm very good hover handing it, as she's not super clothed right now, so I'm guessing that,
That's true.
I'm gonna make my way up there too, just to the doorway.
Same.
I'll follow the same path Garathor did and move over to the side of this tomb.
Okay, you get there. No problem.
You're sure this is a good idea?
Should we all let's have team meeting? Lieutenant, is a team meeting okay?
Yes.
Okay. So let's all gather in this hall. Let's have a powwow.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Garathor?
All right. Well, I think we've got a few of these figured out. Looks like this is a ring. Looks like there's another tomb up there. Again, it's another trickster god. I'm assuming that's what it means by the tomb of a trickster god. The dead abhor sunlight. I'm not sure. This one could be a lot of things. We could try to use daggers and such to make sunlight go down this hall and hit that wall outside with the zombies. See if that, triggers anything. The taming of a frog, I am at a loss right now. I'm guessing that might be the tomb at the end of the ring. That
Does
was
everyone
the dead,
have a jewel, by the way?
I believe. Oh, Iranae.
A
Iranae
jewel?
doesn't have any jewels.
You have jewels, guys?
I
I believe I do. Yes.
Okay,
gave
everyone's
my
got to
jewels
have a
to
jewel,
Iranae. I
just
think
in
I
case.
gave my jewels to Iranae.
Guys,
My
Garathor?
gemstones.
Guys, as you're like talking to Iranae, you realize she's still in the room, and she seems to be like seizing.
Oh, are you okay?
Iranae, damn it, we're having a team meeting.
She's having a seizure. Did you say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I will invisibly go try to grab her.
I go walk on the white. Can I tell what's happening?
Make a medicine check.
I'm not bad at that. 16.
That's pretty good. It seems like she's fighting a battle in her head.
In her head.
I would.
Doesn't seem like she's under any sort of like effect.
It definitely seems like she's under an effect.
Is Silky okay right now?
Yeah.
I'm looking up.
Guys, I think I'm gonna grab her.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a bad idea.
I
Silky,
really
Silky,
want
get
to
out of here.
open this tomb. And I'm trying
No.
really hard to not open this tomb.
Grab and go.
Silky,
To
get out of
go,
here.
Iranae.
Stay on the white. I need to go
I-
behind you.
Stay on the white and get up.
Okay, I will grab Iranae with all of my barbarian strength. And I will make sure to take her out without her hands being able to touch the tomb. Hopefully.
Since I'm only half in control, I can't choose to go willingly, can I? I have to at least, try to resist.
That's totally up to you. I mean, you rolled pretty well on your wisdom save, so you could just say you're seized. But that's totally up to you.
Alright. Alright, yeah.
I could tell you really wanted to.
That's
All right. You take.
the player I am. I want to fucking
I
open
know.
it.
I know. No, you did the right thing. You played it very well, Alex. You have to seize Iranae and bring her out to the hallway, Garathor. And Iranae, you start to relax a little bit as you get out.
I will push her and stay on between her and there. I will go visible to let Iranae know that she cannot go past me. You shall not pass, Gandalf style. I'll be like, Iranae, team meeting? Yeah? 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 Team meeting?
Wongo really wants that open.
Did he say why?
Wongo doesn't strike me as the explaining type.
Perhaps it would be a better idea to go down the halls we haven't. See what's down there. Perhaps something that could help us with this tomb.
Let's...
Well, first and foremost, Iranae, here's an emerald.
Alright.
Garathor, here's an emerald. Silky, here's 2 emerald.
I have 8.
Here's 2 more. You got a bonus. You're doing a great job.
Oh, okay.
Just in case we have to, appease some frogs, tame frogs. We all have jewels.
All right, guys, so we have a decision to make. We can either start trying to figure this puzzle out, or we can explore the ring to see what this tomb is that it goes to.
I mean,
Doesn't...
What do we think about this room first and foremost? There's sunlight. There's sunlight,
There's sunlight.
which means we survived at least a few hours from when we entered this tomb.
I think this room is scary. And like I said, there might be more answers to puzzles in other rooms before we go to the big room. Plus, I don't think opening the tomb, which has a dead body inside, and revealing sunlight onto it would be smart right now.
we don't know what's inside.
I agree.
I mean, no, but it's a tomb, so I assume body.
If we open that tomb, we should try and block the sunlight. I think that's a wise idea.
Mm-hmm. I have a blanket. I can do that.
Is it a kobold-sized
Alright,
blanket?
It doesn't say on my character sheet if it's a specifically sized kobold blanket, so I'm assuming it's not.
All right, so are we gonna... You guys think that the dead abhorring the sunlight, you think that we should block the sunlight and open it up, because if we open it up and something's dead in there, it's gonna piss it off royally?
Yes,
Could
but
be.
I still think we should look at other rooms first before we do this one.
All right, Lieutenant has spoken. I will explore the ring.
Am I in charge now?
I will make sure that Iranae, I will grab Iranae's hand and pull her over towards me and be like, Iranae, we will figure out Wongo's desires later. Moa wants you to know that you are beautiful. That you are the most beautiful, half-naked, half-elf, swashbuckling rogue.
A.
You're not
Half-elf.
a unit.
B. Wongo wants you to know that Moa can fuck off.
I did say half elf, and I kind of like you can't see me because I'm invisible, but you can hear in my voice. I did say half elf.
Wait, isn't Iranae a full elf?
Is
High
high
elf.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said half elf this whole time.
No, I'm a
I
high
literally
elf.
thought you said half elf this entire game.
That's why I have a cantrip, because I'm a high elf.
I literally thought you said half elf this entire game. I am so sorry.
Well,
That's
I can't
funny.
blame you, Garathor, for sticking with what you know. All right. Yes, in fact, Lieutenant Silky is in charge of this second floor. It is established. So, please, proceed, Garathor. Let's find out where these other hallways are, if there are any. What needs to be done here?
All right, I will.
Otherwise, let's start flicking over dominoes. That's my 2 cents. Lieutenant Silky is the final say here.
She is. That's why we're exploring.
Silky just silently thinks about the time she made a decision led everyone to being stuck in coffins. So she's not sure this is a good idea.
The first thing I'll do is I'll step into the hallway and stand for a second.
I yell, watch for traps!
Right. You stand in the middle of the hallway, look left and look right. You're safe for now.
I would like to... If I tie a rope around myself while invisible, can someone hold on to it? But there'll just be a dangling rope.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, it would be on his
Anything
person.
you are wearing or carrying is invisible. So I'll leave it up to you.
So I would like you guys to keep this rope snug. I don't want this rope to touch the ground.
I would say you're wearing it, actually, so
Oh.
it is invisible.
I would like to grab one of someone's I'd like to grab Iranae and Silky's hands and just they can feel a rope in their hands. Like, okay, guys, just try to keep it snug. I'm gonna move forward. And the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to sprint up, try to grab this body, and try to pull it back.
Okay. You sprint up to this body, and you're about to grab it, and you see it's obviously been dead for a while. You see a book in its hand, you see a staff in its hand, and you notice that it has lots of fur growing out of it. You're just about to grab it. You want to still do it?
No, I would like to take my other rope, because I bought a ton of them. DM, I want you to know that I bought a ton of them. I'd like to make a lasso loop, and I would like to put that around a ligament of some kind, and then I'd like to drag it
Okay, without touching it?
without touching it.
Okay. You take 30 seconds, a minute or two, and You successfully tie it and drag this corpse. It lets go of the book and the staff as you drag it. Yeah. Doesn't make that noise, but...
Yeah, right. So I would like to lay it here between Silky, me, and Iranae. I'd like to jump over it, and then I'd like to go grab that book and staff.
All right. You successfully grab both.
Okay. All right, guys, we got to have another team meeting. I will hand the book to Alastor. Does the staff seem magical at all, or does it just seem like a staff?
It's got the head of a goat on top of it.
I will hand them both to Alastor. Be like, Alastor, you're up on this one. Silky and Iranae, this body is growing fur.
I mean, or it had fur.
Does it look like a tabaxi?
As you look at it closer, it has horns and fur. Make a nature check.
Huh. Oh boy.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You are very sure that this is a half man, half goat.
Whoa.
Cool. Can I tell
Is this a
with my
fawn?
with my nat 20?
Right.
Can I tell if this has always been a half man, half goat, or if this seems like a fairly new thing?
Well,
Like the clothes don't fit?
you know it's a mountain goat. You know that they're specific to regions along the Sword Coasts, and you don't know much about why it's a half man, half goat, but you definitely know everything about what type of goat it is and all the lore about the goat.
Cool.
How much of Volos do I have?
I think you lost about half of it.
I will start looking for half man, half goats.
I would like to investigate the book and what is it, a staff or a cane? Can you describe that one again?
Yes, it's a staff with the head of a goat at the top.
Okay.
It
I
looks
would like to
well
look at the
wrapped. Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to look at the book first.
Okay. Would you like me to copy and paste what you find, or should I just show it to everyone?
It's up to you.
I'm going to assume you just share it with everyone relatively quickly.
All right.
So I will put it in your journals. Alastor, if you would not mind reading it really quick.
All right, listen up. Here's what this book says. To those who find this, sounds like a letter. Sounds like a letter from a desperate individual. I'll continue. Know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Raznasi stripped us of our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master, Acerak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his
Phylactery.
phylactery. I don't know what that means, but it sounds scary. Alas, it seems he has won. It continues. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The Tomb Guardians tore Seward to pieces. And with him, we lost the Star Fallen. This doesn't sound good. Our quest was a failure. Even if we'd found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, he speaks to me. Let a dying man offer you one piece of advice. Acerak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Tymora, save us all.
A doppelganger? Oh no.
Well, anyone we potentially meet down here will be highly suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Should we come up with a code of some kind so that if we come across a doppelganger, we will know?
Absolutely.
Seared snapper.
What?
Seared snapper.
Yeah, we'll just say, what is my favorite food?
Smeared snapper?
Seared snapper.
Seared snapper.
With a side of coleslaw.
And then the second, the second, question to verify identification. Honey glaze.
Seared snapper.
Oh, so it's like a cold
How do you
thing.
like that? How do you like that prepared? Oh, with some honey glaze. Yep. I will write that down. I will begin to identify this here staff. After making the connection, we found this cart. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
We know these people.
I remember that.
Oh, this was the
There
card
were bees on
outside.
it. You had the bees, the buzz.
I still have that. I still have that letter. Let me try and connect the pieces here. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance of the 9 gods. Devlin has a lead, and he's referred to as the old goat. That might be Devlin right over there. The eye must be within, the door's magic. Yeah, we know that.
Garathor, you also, as you're checking the body and kind of looking at what fell out as you're dragging it along, you do see a very well-made ink pot with a cap on. It looks very finely crafted, kind of roll along the side of the ground.
I'll grab that and hand that to
Ooh.
Silky.
Silky takes it. She's excited.
There's very intricate engravings in this ink pot, and it looks very, very well made.
Do I understand the engravings, or are they just filigree?
It's design.
All right. Well, this fella who wrote this new letter is Devlin, and Devlin's the one they mentioned in the letter. You guys want me to send you guys those somewhere so you can look over them if you need it for your notes?
Sure.
I'll give you the original. And this one, the first one we found was from Lord Brixton, and he was addressing it to someone named Rue.
Whole other story being told besides our own.
Well, I think we've got some information here. That things that I think we should point out. First off, phylactery. Something that souls are fed to.
Mhm.
I have no idea what that is, but I think we should remember what it is.
Well,
Because it seems like this tomb is designed to put our souls into a phylactery. Whatever.
Alastor and probably Silky, you could make a religion check if you want, but Alastor would definitely know what it is.
What a phylactery is?
Yeah.
Oh,
21.
20.
Yeah, well, both of you know what it is. Religion or arcana would... a phylactery is specifically what is created when a lich makes itself from a human into a lich through self-sacrifice and a lot of other blood curses that go on within the process. Sacrificing another human being is often involved. But the phylactery is what keeps a lich alive eternally. The lich never dies unless the phylactery is killed. So the phylactery liches often hide somewhere very, very safe. And whenever you kill a lich, anywhere in the world or anywhere in the multiverse, they go back to their phylactery and respawn after like a certain amount of days. So you can't really kill a lich unless you kill their phylactery. Also, their phylactery survives and kind of thrives on souls.
I change everything I just said. Guys, I believe this tomb was designed to protect a Sarax phylactery.
Did we know that he was a lich?
Oh yeah, Silky, I gave the complete, unabridged history.
Sorry, my intelligence is very low.
Silky, you should be nicer to yourself. I do identify on this staff, please. You guys got that? I sent it in the Discord, the 2 messages. Hopefully you can piece it together a little bit too.
In the Discord?
Yeah.
Make
Looks
an
like there's some weapons to find. Magic.
Oh, sorry. Make
Please.
an Arcana check on this identify, which is strange.
Natural 1
All right.
for a 9.
Natural 1. All right. I'm linking it to you.
Do the clothes on the goat look like they'd fit Iranae?
It's hard to tell what humanoid it was because of the goat fur everywhere. And the ears seem to be goat ears and just the body shape. But yeah, you would say about the same height and weight.
Miss Iranae, if you do not want to be naked anymore, dress like a goat.
I'm trying to decide whether corpse stink is worth it. Because you said this corpse seemed like it had been down here for a while, right?
Yeah. It's definitely.
Alastor, you don't know prestidigitation, do you?
I'm sorry to say I do not, but I do know what this staff is. If there's anyone interested.
Yes.
Hey, what is it?
First of all, does anyone use a staff in combat? I look at Silky.
I can, yes.
Who would be the most suited to using this? This is a powerful weapon.
I can use all martial weapons.
I can use a staff.
Who's most in need?
That would be Garathor and Iranae.
Garathor's got the mace. And I can't use a staff, so... Looks like...
Can you use a mace?
No.
Rogues can't use a staff?
Nope.
Okay. A quarterstaff? Really?
No, I have elven weapon training, which is only... short sword.
I think it's a simple weapon which everyone can use, is it?
I may have just forgotten to mark down simple weapon proficiency on my sheet, because I did my sheet from scratch.
Quarterstaff is simple weapon. Yep, I believe you can use it.
Are you interested to use this staff at all, Iranae?
Everyone can use a staff. All 4 of you.
Tell us what it does.
Basically, it makes you a badass. All right. So this quarterstaff grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, there's 10 charges per day. If you hit with a melee attack, you can expend up to 3 of those charges, and each charge deals an extra 1d6 force damage.
Wow.
I mean...
Is there a catch?
Yeah, if you use all the charges, it could become a non-magical quarterstaff if you're unlucky.
Iranae, I'm going to say that you need this.
Yes.
It's better than nothing.
Because no one's having my mace. And I grab my mace, and I hold it really, really tightly to my chest.
Did you attune to everything? Someone has the Python staff, right?
I do have the python, and I did attune to it.
Okay. And you're attuned to the mace?
I don't think we've taken time to attune to the mace, but the mace doesn't leave me.
All right. Do you guys want to take an hour to attune? All of those things require attunement.
I'm not opposed.
Garathor, if you got a mace now, do you want me to take that snake staff back? Can you attune to that many items?
Can you only tune to one item at a time?
3.
3. I'm based on the fact that you're the spellcaster. I think every action you can take to cast another spell to help us might be better. I can see myself using the snake very, very well. But
That's fine with me. I got unlimited firebolts.
I think that the range is going to be very much helpful, and your ability to get us out of sticky situations or throw off the enemy, I think will be...
I hear you.
Very helpful.
Lieutenant Silky, does it hold water?
Does what hold water? The staff? I don't think staffs are supposed to hold water.
The plan, Silky. All right.
Oh, yes,
Forget it.
yes. No, yes. It is good. It is a bowl.
Watertight. All right. Are we gonna take a little rest here and do this then, Silky?
Do we want to do that? Do we want to keep exploring the tomb, or do you want to get your items in check?
Well, these items are gonna be useless unless we get to know them.
Okay, I can meditate for a while. Miss Iranae?
Can't exactly hit anything with it unless we spend the time, so...
Okay. Do we want to put up the hut in case we are visited by our very large, scary friend?
Where would we like to place the hut? This hallway is a little tight.
I mean, in the room with the sunlight. Nothing seemed
You're not
to happen.
going in that room. You're not going in that room.
Perhaps we just duck
I think
in the hallway.
I think we'll be fine right here in this hallway.
Let's just stay right here and see what happens.
I will watch while you rest.
DM, I would like to attune to the ring that I found that I never got a chance to attune to before.
Great.
And after that's completed, I'll ask Silky to see the ink bottle to see if there's any magical properties.
I will hand it over.
There is. It never runs dry. Pour it out, like you're like Silky, and it just starts leaking all over the ground, and it just pools. It never runs out.
That could be useful. That could be very useful.
I take it and I start drawing pictures of everybody.
I borrow it momentarily to scribe my name and what remains of Zagmira and Rosnacy's spellbook, therefore making them my spellbook.
All right, you have 3 spellbooks.
I dip my finger in it and I draw some battle paint.
I need
Actually,
one of you to roll a d12, please.
I got this.
Natural 12, let's go.
No natural 12.
I roll a 1 legendarily. So
And that is where we will take a 5-minute break.
Oh, son of a fuck.
Wait, is 11 something?
In the
Kaylie, hello, Lieutenant Silky here. Somehow I have become the last voice of persuasion here. It's very interesting. But here we are. We're gonna see what happens, and may the dice tell stories to you.
The dice tell stories to you. All right. And with that, you guys successfully complete a short rest in the Tomb of Annihilation. As your hour comes to a close, you guys are feeling much better, attuned to some weapons after Iranae had nothing. It feels pretty good to have a weapon attuned, a powerful weapon at that. But yes, you guys finish your attuning and complete your short rest.
I'd use the hit dice if I had any.
I have a 1. Shall we continue down these halls then?
Yes, I will go finish this out with my staff on my back, and my mace in my hand.
Careful where the goat man died.
I turn invisible, and I will very sneakily, quietly, and ever looking for traps and different colored tiles and holes in walls, and like that, I will start making my way up the ring.
All right. Make a perception check.
Gladly.
All right. You start to make your way up and up and up. I'm going to put you about right here. And you feel like you look back and you are about 5, 6, 7 feet higher than when you started. And for some reason, your perspective starts to shift.
Am I walking with it?
Yeah.
And I okay, so I notice I'm walking with it. Okay.
Yep.
I will
You start to lean backwards. Yeah. And it feels
I will test this, and I'll start walking backwards and kind of
You make it back.
All right,
Nope.
so I will go whisper that to the crew and be like, should I go alone?
No,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. You guys want to come?
I will go with you. I just don't think anyone should be alone.
All right, so just yeah,
Alastor and I'll
you can't really see me.
keep eyes down here.
I will hand you the rope that is tied to my waist, and I will make about 15 feet of separation between us, and then I'll ask you to just kind of keep it tight, and then just kind of follow me. So like, I'll keep it tight as I'm walking ahead, and you can kind of, you know, that's how you'll know where I am when we're moving forward.
Like I'm walking a tuggy dog.
Yeah, the invisible tugging dog.
Garathor,
Yeah.
you make your way up this ring, and you kind of look back, and it's bizarre. You like see Silky, and it looks like you guys are like this now, like you're almost at a complete L shape, and but yet you feel like you're walking on flat ground. You get about halfway up this hemisphere, so like to the very top of this hoop, and as you get there, you take one more step, and the rope cuts behind you. Silky, you just see Garathor disappear.
Disappear?
A rope appears in your hand. I was already invisible, but a rope just appears in her hand.
Yeah, and it's loose now.
I go back to the group and I hold up the rope and I say, he disappeared. He's gone. I think he may have gone to another tomb. The ring leads to another tomb. I don't know if he's alive or not. He's gone.
Should we go get him?
And you didn't follow to see where he went?
I did not. I wanted to let you know first.
Oh, thanks.
Fine. I will go back. And I turn around and I go back. And I hesitate and I take a step forward where Garathor disappeared.
Okay. Garathor, you find yourself, I'm going to place your character. You keep walking and the ring keeps going, and you find yourself at a T, and you see the ring still going, but you see a tomb or a hallway to the left and to the right, looking very similar to the one you just came from, except no one is there.
Hello. Hello.
Your voice echoes down the hallway.
Does it look I will peer towards this hallway.
You see a checkered floor, very well mopped.
Do I see the sunlight still?
No. Silky, you emerge right behind Garathor.
Oh, you're alive.
I'm still here.
Okay. The others gave me a hard time because I went to go tell them you disappeared, and then they were all like, you should have followed him. And I was like, but what if he was dead? So
Wait, you left me behind?
Not leave you behind.
It's okay. It's okay,
I will
little
start abandoning my friends. That is what we do.
one.
right?
Let's perform something in the name of dangerous science. And I will put Silky on my shoulder, and I will walk ahead through the ring, through the other side of the ring.
Back the way you came, or keep going?
Nope, keep going straight.
All right.
I pull out a small copper wire and speak into it. Silky, is everything going as planned in there? Are you safe?
Silky, you hear nothing. Alastor, no reply.
Over. I forgot to say over, Iranae. You got to say that so they know that you're done talking.
At this point, Silky and Alastor make their way down the ring.
Silky and Garathor.
Silky and Garathor. Sorry. Thank you.
Do we emerge seeing them again?
Yep. Same way. Except this time you walk down the ring and you look to the left and right, and there's your compatriots.
Oh. Well, that's cool. That could have gone really badly, but it didn't. And I reach a hand up for a high five from Silky.
I jump.
You're on my shoulder.
Oh, I do that.
Silky, why didn't you answer me?
Why? I didn't hear you. Were you calling?
I messaged you.
Oh, no, my phone's turned off.
I know you always have that thing on you, too. Gets me real pissed off when you don't message me back. I know you're staring at it.
Yes, no.
Well, I explained to the group what we just witnessed, and that there was no sunlight at the in the other tomb that looked identical to this tomb.
Something tells me that is the tomb we want to open.
Let's take Iranae to the other tomb and see if Wongo says
Well, the dead abhor sunlight, so if there's no sunlight in there, then maybe
I
maybe
would
you're
also
onto something.
just like to say that you, and I point to all three of them, have gods inside you. I don't know what will happen if you get another, so maybe it's a good idea for me to open this one.
You got it, Lieutenant.
I don't want two gods fighting inside you, you know? Gods are tricky.
She didn't mean that.
Trickster gods. Yes.
Well, okay, so let's just put it this way, though. So there's a bowing to as a dead god intoned. Only a jewel can tame a frog. We've seen no frogs. The ring is a path to another tomb. And I'm guessing into darkness descends, means going downstairs further into darkness. So, do we want to go upstairs, try to open the tomb, the one that doesn't have sunlight?
I think so.
Seems like.
Lead the way.
I get back on Garathor's shoulders.
And then I turn invisible so it looks like you're floating.
Dang it, Kobold.
And I will walk them through to the other tomb and carefully walk down towards the darkened. Did you just take the map away on purpose?
I did.
All right.
Because you haven't been here before.
All right. I will start walking towards El Sarcophagi.
All right. The four of you make your way down this ring. The bizarre feeling of walking upside down, but feeling like it's flat land. Enter into this mysterious place. The body, the corpse is gone. And it just looks a little bit darker, a little bit stranger. Unfamiliar territory for some reason. Garathor, you look ahead, and you see the checkered floorboard.
I would like to take the other end of my rope, and I'd like to say, Iranae, can I tie this around you?
What for?
In case you go mad trying to open this tomb.
Didn't we come over here to open this tomb?
Yes, but it's supposed to be Silky opening it, and there's something about how you just had a mini seizure that freaks me out a little bit.
Whoever opens the tomb doesn't matter. It's whoever takes the items inside.
Garathor, as you look down into this checkered floorboard and you your eyes focus on the tomb, there's no sunlight, so you're using dark vision. But you notice that the coffin, the tomb, is already open.
Can I look for the gargoyle faces?
Yes. They are there, and they are closed, and they're grimacing, but there is no red liquid.
There's no red liquid.
Right.
I will, with Silky on my shoulder, go poke my head over the edge of the sarcophagi, but this time I'd like to walk on the black tiles.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to throw an ingot onto a black tile first.
Where's he going?
There you go. All right, you throw an ingot onto the black tile, and it ting 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 rolls along the ground. Nothing happens.
All right. Staying on the black tiles, I will head over to the sarcophagi, and me and Silky shall peer over.
All right. There is only a sign, an engraved plaque at the bottom, and it says, "Drown your sorrows," in common.
Can I pull out... Guys, do I want to use the alchemy jug?
I mean,
Because if I open it, I can only open that one for the day.
A worst case scenario, I assume you're going to open the beer tap, right?
I was thinking water, but no, I'm thinking the beer tap.
Worst case, we're stuck with beer for the rest of the day.
So I'm going to crack open the beer hole on my alchemy jug, and I'm going to start pouring beer into the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And that's how I drown my sorrows.
Fills up like an inch, fills up 2 inches. You don't notice any effect. It just kind of settles and bubbles there.
Isn't drowning your sorrows like a saying to indicate like drinking yourself to suppress your feelings?
I will take the alchemy jug, and I will look. I'll drink at least 2.5 pints.
All right. Is that enough to inebriate Garathor?
No.
Okay.
Enough to give him a slight buzz.
Okay. Well, you drink that amount and you feel good for a minute here in the Tomb of Annihilation.
I would like to take a closer look at this gargoyle head.
All right. Make an investigation check.
16.
16. It's a grimacing face. As you look a little bit closer, you notice on the parts at the sides of its mouth and at its jaw, it seems like it could maybe open.
Interesting. Garathor,
Aye.
welcome feed some of that ale to this here gargoyle head.
Why not? Ding, 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 ding.
You pour some beer into its mouth. It kind of spills out. It's hard to really get it in there because it's grimacing like this, but you managed to feel like you got it in its mouth at least to some degree. And it kind of just splashes over its face and onto the floor.
I'll take one of my jars of Fountain of Youth water, and I'll pour a little bit over its mouth.
It was down its chin.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
maybe feed beer to all 4 of them?
So they're not like open on the top, are they? They're solid, like statued heads.
Yes.
There's nothing in the coffin,
It says "Drown your sorrows here." It's a plaque.
but the lid was moved off at
Yeah,
some
the
point.
lid is gone. It's just an open
Oh, okay.
sarcophagus.
You guys want to go explore the other side of the tomb since we're in a new tomb?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Check out this side.
Yep. All right,
You want
Silky.
me to take care of it?
Silky, I think you should hop off my back now and let me go invisible up there.
Okay. Be safe.
Foomp. I turn invisible, and I head this way.
Right. You. You glance around the room. Make a perception check. 17. You notice some kind of moving shadows in the opposite corner here. I'll point it out on the map, like here, but up a floor. But it looks warped and moving, like you can't it's not, your gaze doesn't penetrate what it is, but it looks bizarre.
Like heat mirage.
Yeah, kinda.
I would like to go see if this plaque over here. I'd like to go to where the first plaque was, or the second plaque was, on the second floor. I'd like to go see if there's any writing that's different.
Okay. As you turn this corner, you notice out of this bizarre haze. Are you guys making your way down the hallway, by the way? Where are your characters? That's
I
not
think
Garathor.
Silky would be right here looking at Garathor.
And
I'm
Iranae?
invisible.
Iranae is hovering here back at the crossroads.
Okay. Garathor, as you make your way south to go look at the plaque again, out of this mirage heat blurriness, you kind of look up. You notice a figure start to descend out. As you get a closer look at it, you see, first you feel something. The room gets very, very cold, and you can see your breath. Any light that maybe was in some of the corners on the torch walls kind of like dim and get really, really small. It gets cold. You feel like you're almost losing your breath. This figure emerges out of the mirage, has this twisted skull face and these horns coming up out, has a staff with a skull on top, and it looks right at you, and you feel like it's peering into your soul, and you feel like your soul is about ready to leave your body.
I get down on one knee.
It starts to get closer and closer. Silky, you can see this as well. It's about midway in the room now.
Come back, Garathor.
I will keep my head bowed, and I will back pedal towards the the hallway.
Garathor, Alastor, you're about right there, or can you see into this room?
I feel more comfortable being where I've already been, so...
Okay. Garathor, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Garathor, that was a pretty good roll. But
I can't roll any higher.
You can.
It's a 0 modifier, man.
You feel Moa inside you. This is not a spell being cast on you. You feel Moa start to rage inside of you. You feel Moa start to twist and shift in your body, and you feel very, very anxious and uncomfortable. And Moa almost screams in your mind, and you see these memories flash in your head of all 9 trickster gods with kind of their weapons in ready to attack mode. It seems like you're flashing back to a memory that Moa has. And you see this lich come up and stare at the 9 trickster gods, and they all lunge at him, and he just grabs one by the throat, and Moa's head explodes. Then he goes over and like cuts off Kubazan and like chokes another one out. He's just going nuts, and he kills all 9 trickster gods. And this just flashes in your head, and all of a sudden the memory is gone, and you look before you, and it is indeed a Sararak who stands before you. And Moa is going nuts and starts shouting in your head, "Vengeance! Vengeance!" And you feel yourself kind of bolster your resolve. You feel yourself becoming stronger. You gain 25 temporary hit points. And you feel this purple glow go about your body. As you hear Moa screaming vengeance out of Garathor's mouth, Iranae and Alastor, I need you to make wisdom saving throws as well.
Oh no!
Wrong way, guys. We went the wrong way.
All right. Iranae was DC 18, so you still feel, you hear this shouting. Both you and Wongo and Obalaka gain 25 temporary hit points, and this purple energy goes over you. But Iranae, you are free to move. Obalaka steps forward.
DM,
Even in his sphere.
would I be able to use Arcane Deflection to add +4 to my saving throw?
I suppose you could.
She
Sure.
says when I fail a saving throw, I can bolster it by +4. I'd like to
Go
do
for
that.
it, man.
Which
Yeah.
would be an automatic. It'd be an automatic pass.
21.
21. All right. So you feel Obalaka like trying to push you forward, and you feel the rage of the trickster god, like wanting vengeance, wanting to kill this beast, this evil, corrupt thing. But you are also able to move. Garathor, you are stuck, and Moa wants revenge. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh no! We're not ready to fight him!
Will we ever be ready? Let's be honest.
Okay.
TPK. TPK.
Well, there's the cover of the book. Hey, buddy. Nice to finally meet you.
Mhm.
Is there Eric?
Hiya, Sararak. I'm just a friendly spirit otter.
I,
Want to be friends?
Oh hey, Sarok!
I retract my previous statement about unlimited beer being our worst case scenario today.
Man, those cheese and crackers look gangster, bro.
They sound so good.
This chow mein was super good until I saw that.
Actual.
He's probably not even that tough,
nerves.
guys. Let's just kill him.
Okay.
Let's get this
Okay,
over with.
let me just stun him.
Do it. That's a great plan.
I think it might be time to run.
All right.
Luke.
Iranae, you are first to act.
Okay.
Iranae and Alastor, you both saw the same vision shortly after of Acererak murdering all 9 trickster gods just brutally, and then wanting to push your body forward towards him, seeking vengeance. It's especially strange for you, Alastor, as Obalaka seems to be very secure and safe, and he's just pushing you forward. Iranae.
Alright, I will use 30 feet of movement, pushing past Alastor and Silky to rate. Oh, I can't occupy the same space. Okay. To right here. And I will make an attack with the longbow. $14.
14 misses.
Alright, then I will use my bonus action to dash and get back into this tunnel.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Acererak puts his hands up in the air. And you see 4 skeletons emerge within this room.
And they jump to the higher balcony.
They climb the walls. Oops. All of that. All right. And that is Acererak's turn. He just moves forward a little bit, just kind of drifting off the ground. He raises up 4 skeletons and continues to move forward, unfazed. Garathor.
Can I move?
You cannot move backward.
Backwards. Got it. I will then... I'll run up to this guy, and I will smack it with my mace.
All right.
Oh. No, I'll... Hold on, it's not a bonus action. I doubt I can scare off a Acererak, but, you know. Whatever. That is a grand total of 6 damage.
Oh, you have to roll it.
Oh, I got to roll to hit. Sorry, guys. I didn't put the button yet into my. That's a 23.
That's a hit.
And then that is going to be 7 damage.
All right. Your mace, boof! The bones just explode. Like you feel like because of it as a blunt force object, it just carves through these skeletons and it literally just crumbles on the ground. Annihilated.
I will then follow Moa's lead, and I will run up to here, and I will attack.
All right.
Acererak.
You will.
21.
21 is a hit.
For 10 damage.
And that is a... considered magical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. He takes 10 damage. Poof! You see him kind of like, he doesn't look like he's phased in pain, but he definitely moves when you hit him. And you see kind of a dent. It seems like it hurt him.
Yeah, you can let us leave now.
What was that?
You can let us leave.
You're not going anywhere. And he reaches out his hand, taking a legendary action.
Oops, right.
Oh, I suppose I have a sheet here. This is a 16.
That's a hit. Oh, fuck. I forgot to say. Oh my god.
I was waiting for you to realize.
Oh my
What?
god.
What?
Got to rage.
Oh
I
First
just want to kill
Barbarian.
myself
Okay.
right now. Can I kill myself? Can I just jump off this cliff into the gargoyles? Oh my god.
So you take 12 cold damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw. That is a fail, and you are paralyzed, Garathor.
You can let us leave now.
Silky, your turn.
I hate this. I am going to.
Oh my god, I wouldn't even be. If I was raging, he couldn't even paralyze me.
I'm gonna look at the others and just like with fear in my eyes say, "We help Garathor, right? Okay, we help Garathor." I'm going to use 1 key point to Step of the Wind, making my movement 45.
Can we respond on somebody else's turn to...
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know if we can survive.
I saw him hit him. It looked like it did some damage.
We gotta try.
I'm going to try.
Run, you fools!
I'm going to try, and if it doesn't look good, I will run. Step of the Wind, which will make my movement 90 feet. So it'll take me 60 feet to get to him. I cannot attack in the same space as Garathor, correct?
Okay.
I can? Okay. Then I'll just
take
put
your
that
turn.
there. Okay. And I will hit him with my fists. With Garathor there, I get advantage, I believe.
Do. Well, was it, does he have to be
Pack tactics.
not incapacitated?
You have advantage on attack rolls. Ally isn't incapacitated. Okay. Yep.
He's incapacitated.
No worries. Okay. So. $15.
15 misses.
Okay.
But did you roll twice for advantage?
No, I have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
I will flurry of. No, I can't. I already used a bonus action. Okay, I will take a step back. I believe that will evoke an attack of opportunity, if I'm not mistaken.
Will, but he doesn't do anything.
Okay. And I will use the remainder of my 30 feet to move here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. He is going to use another legendary action and cast Ray of Sickness on you.
Hold on.
So make a
I'm assuming Constitution
you're correct.
saving throw.
Yep.
9.
You take 11 poison damage, and you are poisoned until the end of your next turn only.
Using my own thing against me.
Do remember that.
Yep.
All right. Skeleton's turn. Not knowing really about the other two in the hallway, 2 are going to shoot Silky and 1's going to shoot Garathor.
That's exciting.
Garathor 16. 3 piercing damage only. And the other 2 miss. Terrible skeletons. All right. 1 is going to shamble over to this corner here. And that's it. Alastor.
Oh, golly. Okay. I will run out here, not knowing that there's a damn skeleton there. And just quickly look, and more of a reaction than any sort of logical thing, seeing that Garathor is in peril, I will cross my fingers and cast Polymorph on Garathor. Does that succeed?
Sararak looks at you, raises his hand, and casts Counterspell.
Counterspell.
And at what level will he cast Counterspell?
At 4th level.
All right.
Actually, 3rd level. At the yeah, we'll say 3rd level.
If it's 3rd level, he'll have to roll.
Let's do it.
What is the DC then?
Counterspell.
I got it here. 10 plus the spells level, so 14. Oh, he's got bonuses for sure.
Yeah. He rolled a 21.
He would have had to roll a 5.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, 21.
All right. Well, that was the biggest and best thing I could possibly try and do. So I will try and options real limited here. I see the skeleton, and I will provoke an opportunity attack to try and duck back into the hallway. And ideally behind Iranae, because it looks a little bit safer.
23. 6 piercing damage. Ah!
All right. And I did get the 25 temp hit points, right, from Obalaka? Beautiful. I'll save my spells and my reactions.
Oh, Garathor, did you hit? You did, right? With your mace.
Uh-huh.
This is the first time this happened, but I'll leave this to you guys afterward. But roll 3d6.
Me?
Yes. For your previous hit with the mace.
Why?
Because reasons.
Okay.
9. So as you smash into a Sararak's shoulder, you feel Moa helping you, and you see this purple energy that's been kind of around you hit extra hard, and it like goes off onto a Sararak's body and like invades his head a little bit. It does 9 extra psychic damage as well.
Yeet.
Pretty big hit.
Me and Moa.
All right.
And Moa.
Iranae.
All right, I will use 5,
Hopping
10,
around.
15, 20 feet of movement to move right here. And I'm going to smash that skeleton with the Staff of Striking. (24) to hit.
That is a hit.
That'll be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
You smashed the hell out of that skeleton. Bones scatter everywhere.
And then I will I'll hurl my dagger at a Sararak.
Critical hit!
So this does not get proficiency, so we will subtract 3 from this roll.
You don't have proficiency? I thought it was simple.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking backwards. I don't get bonus damage from Dex.
Yes, you do, don't you?
No, because it's technically an offhand attack.
Ah.
But it's a natural 1, so...
Okay. Ching, ching. Sararak takes a second. He doesn't seem to be paying much attention to you guys, except like what he wants to do, but he does watch your dagger fall like 10 feet short of the throw. And looks back up.
And that's my turn.
Okay. With that, Sararak holds up his hand and shoots a ray of sickness at you, Iranae. Constitution save.
That's a 12.
Not gonna do it.
Don't worry, you need to roll like a 23 to pass anyways.
9 poison damage, and you are poisoned as well till the end of your next turn. Which brings us to Sararak. He looks at a paralyzed Garathor and kind of pets his staff right in front of him.
You guys, this isn't good. I'm about to get turned undead. He might just steal my soul.
Natural 1. Oh no, it's at advantage. 17.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, that hits.
And it is an auto crit. Because you are paralyzed.
It's an auto crit?
It is. So 8.
It's not disadvantage?
Why would it be disadvantage?
I didn't realize it was auto crit. I thought I was just rolling on advantage.
If you're paralyzed, it's an auto crit.
Oh.
From the rules, paralyzed. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
So 8 plus 1d8 plus 4. Oh no, it's already rolled there. So 8. Well, I rolled an 8. 8 plus 5, 13 plus 14 necrotic. So 13 bludgeoning and 14 necrotic.
I'm not raging, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay. And that's it. Garathor, it's your turn.
I'm paralyzed.
You may make a repeat saving throw. Constitution. That is just a failure. Sorry. You are paralyzed. Silky.
Let me read one thing real fast. Healing. Okay. I will use my 25 feet of movement to get right behind Garathor. And I will use 1 key point to do Hand of Healing. So, firstly, you get 6 hit points back, as well as I will use my Physician's Touch, which allows me to cure the following conditions: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. So I would like to take away his paralyzation.
Okay.
Paralysis.
Paralyzation. His paralysis.
Paralyzation is gone.
Okay. And
You
then
move. Your body snaps back into functionality.
And
Do I
then
get
I
a
will
bonus action?
use I'll use a bonus action to try to punch Sararak. I believe I'm poisoned, so this is going to be a disadvantage. But with Garathor back, and working, that would put me at advantage. So can I roll this straight?
Sure.
$25.
That's a hit.
10 bludgeoning.
All right. Your fists are magical?
They are magical.
Okay.
I have magic fist. And then
Like for a second, it's not gonna quite connect as well as you want, but you like turn your fist and punch, and it like hits him, and it kind of like surprises him a little bit.
And then I will do one more thing. I will use one more key point to hand up harm him, which I can do if I hit. So he will take 6 necrotic damage, as well as if he can be, he is now poisoned.
As you reach your key to kind of do some additional damage and effects to him, not only is he not poisoned, he kind of shrugs it off as the poison starts to course through. It goes back into your hand. And it also didn't do any damage to him.
Oh, man. I had a feeling, but I had to do something. Okay. Then I will... Once again, hold on, how much was that? 25, 30, 25, 40, 45. Since I can't end where Garathor is, I will end my turn right there. I don't suppose that provokes opportunity or anything, right?
It does, but he
It does?
doesn't do anything.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'll go over here and yell at Garathor to run. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
And I'm no longer poisoned.
End of your turn. Acerak lifts his hand and casts Ray of Frost on you.
Okay. Cute.
A ranged spell attack.
Do I need to make a save?
Nope.
I don't like that there's no save.
I'll just roll.
Well, the save is that it's versus your armor class.
Oh. I know how to play D&D.
24.
Dang it! Yes. He rolled a 9.
Yep. You take 23 cold damage as you feel your body start to ice over, as your soul almost feels to freeze itself and your very being is locked up.
I am so hurt.
Brings us to the skeleton's turn. One is going to shoot at Iranae and one at Garathor. I believe 13 misses you, Iranae.
It does.
Garathor, 7 piercing.
Perfect.
All right. Next up, Alastor.
I'm gonna run up here and past Iranae, and I'm going to remove my cap, revealing my wonderful mullet. And while trying to conceal my mustache from quivering, I will say, "Listen up now, sir, Acerak. All right, it's gonna be way more fun if we just explore this here dungeon a little bit further. All right, and you can just watch us and laugh about it. So why don't we just, go our separate ways for now?"
You're trying to convince him to...
I'm trying to persuade him to not kill us right now.
All right, make a persuasion check.
I assume that's with advantage because my mustache is not quivering.
I considered disadvantage, actually, but I'll give you a straight roll.
Love to hear it.
Ah!
Yeah, well, we were really looking for a nat 20 there. Yeah, he just ignores you completely. He's still fixated on Garathor right in front of him. He's almost like, you can see his mouth start to water as he's looking at Garathor.
All right, and I assume that will count for my action.
Yes.
Fair enough. I slowly put my cap back on. I look at Iranae like, what the fuck? He's not even listening. And I walk back into this here hallway.
All right. Iranae.
I will sling the quarterstaff over my back and send another arrow at Acererak.
All right.
22.
That's a hit.
And because Garathor is in melee range, that'll be sneak attack as well. So 6 plus an additional 16 for 22 points of damage, but those are non-magical weapons. That was a non-magical weapon.
Okay. So 6 plus 16?
Yes, 22 total.
22. All right. Indeed, it doesn't quite affect him like you'd hoped. It still does quite a bit of damage to him as the arrow sinks in and you start to see a little blood dripping down his body. Also, 3d6 psychic damage from your buddy, Wongo.
For an
You
additional
see a purple
10.
energy. Purple energy encase your arrow, and it starts to travel up Acerek's body, and he quivers a little bit as he gets hit by this extra 10 psychic damage. You're starting to see some wear on him. At the end of your turn, Iranae, he lifts up his hand and shoots a ray of sickness at you.
Take all that damage back. I forgot to roll that attack at disadvantage. That was my fault. So let me roll that again.
Oh, yeah.
Only a 10. Take all that damage away. My apologies.
Ah,
It always pays off, to be honest.
Every time. Never doesn't.
sure. Teacher.
Thank you for being honest. I did remember that as soon as I said he cast Ray of Sickness again. He is going to cast Ray of Frost on you instead.
He gets this legendary action every time.
He gets 3 a turn.
Oh my god.
3 a round, sorry.
Jesus.
23.
Yep.
No. 24. Mm. 21 cold damage as you feel your body start to seize up. It is Acerek's turn. And he simply looks at Garathor, his mouth starting to water. He looks hungry for a soul, and he reaches out his hands and uses... He's going to use Paralyzing Touch again.
Oh!
Ah!
24.
Sure.
So 8 cold damage and make a con save.
Come on.
Not gonna do her. You are paralyzed once again, Garathor. And it is your turn. At the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed. All right, Silky.
Iranae, are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought you went down. My mind. Silky, like holding blood against her chest, she is so hurt, is going to look at Garathor and just say, I'm sorry, I know you can do it. And I'm going to...
Run, you fool!
I am going to dash 90
Get
feet.
the fuck out.
And I'm going to get... Wow, I can get really far when I dash. I'm going to go here. And and I'm going to take some time to recuperate.
Like
And
a short rest.
no, just sorry.
For
just,
my turn, I'd like to take
I'd
a
like
short rest.
So 6-second short rest, yeah?
I mean,
1 minute later.
like, well, not like you'd probably do that with time stop at 9th level spells.
No.
That would still only be 3 turns, so 18 seconds.
I'm actually not going to go all the way over there. I changed my mind if that's not too late. I would like to actually end up right here.
No problem.
Okay, and that will be my turn.
Skeletons are going to stay where they are. Actually, this one's going to back up a little bit. One's going to shoot at Iranae and one at Garathor. Garathor, 15, 6 piercing damage.
Why not?
That ends the skeleton's turn. Alastor.
I guess this would be 20 feet of movement. I poked my head out and said, I don't like rudeness very much. Firebolt. I'm going to kill him with cantrips here, folks.
Woo, woo.
Cantrips are the new kindness. 12.
What was a miss?
Garathor, you gotta get. It's time to get.
I can't. I can't. I have to attack him, and I keep getting paralyzed. Get the fuck out of here.
At the end of Alastor's turn, Acerak reaches out to Garathor once again.
Wait, he's using his legendary action on me?
He can use 3 of them.
18. You are paralyzed. And that's 11 cold damage.
Guys, I'm going to be a doppelganger by the end of this.
I am really sorry about the initiative in this.
I'm going to turn into a doppelganger by the end of this, guys. I'm going to come walking out of the woodwork and just don't trust me.
Garathor, you can roll another saving throw at the end of your turn.
Right now?
Yeah, it's your turn. As a fail.
Why the fuck
Silky.
not?
It's my turn?
Yep.
That was fast.
It's quick.
I am going to... How does Acerak look?
He's fine. He's
You
not
look
bloody.
like he's taken a couple good hits.
Okay. I'm going to go over by Iranae. Actually, right around here. And I'm going to shoot at Acerak with my crossbow. Not one. Do I get 2 attacks with a crossbow? Yeah, if I take the attack action. I'm going to shoot again. 22.
That is a hit. Do you get 2 attacks with a crossbow?
I know
think
with
if
a
I just take
hand
the-
crossbow you do. I
Right.
don't know about
I
light
think
or
because
heavy.
I think it's
Okay.
because it has the loading feature. You don't.
The loading feature I don't get to. Okay, then the 22 didn't happen. It was a nat 1.
You can fire only 1 piece of ammunition as an action, bonus action, or reaction.
Okay.
Regardless of the number of attacks you can naturally make.
Okay. That's all I got. That I will move back to here.
All right. Iranae, Garathor. Both misses. Skeletons suck. Alastor.
Another firebolt around the corner at the big man. 26.
That's a hit.
Sweet. And I'm going to see if I have an extra power surge. Yep, last power surge. I'll roll for damage first. 14 damage plus an extra d6. Is it a d6?
That's 3d6 for your...
Hold on.
Okay.
1d6 plus half my level. Okay, it's 1d6 plus 4. Extra 9 points, so that's 23 total.
Plus 3d6 psychic.
Plus 3d6. Nice.
Yeah. Obalaka starts to empower your firebolt with purple energy as well. Holy shit.
34 total.
Acerak starts to get singed on his robes, and you see some of his body start to melt away. His like ragged robes start to catch fire.
I think we can take him.
Iranae.
I'll send another arrow at Acerak. Just to confirm, the poison wore off at the end of my last turn, correct? It was only a one-turn poison
Correct.
effect?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
27 to hit.
That's a hit.
That'll be 9 points of damage plus an addition.
You don't get sneak attack because
I'm paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Oh, okay, so that will be
But you still get 3d6.
4 points of damage plus...
We round up, so it's 5. Nice.
Oh,
an additional
yeah.
14, so 19 points total.
19 damage. All right. Acerak starts to look very worn after this hit, and the spirits inside you start to cheer. Are you moving?
I'm staying right there.
All right. Acerak is going to launch a ray of frost at you. Plus
It's like plus 15.
20.
Yeah, it still hits. He actually cannot...
He hits on a nat 1.
Yeah, he hits on a nat 1. With that from-
You always miss on a 1, regardless.
Don't worry, guys. This is just the softcore version of Sarek.
26 cold damage. And he starts drooling once again as he looks at a paralyzed Garathor in front of him.
Eight, 15, 26 points of damage copy.
That's auto crit?
Yep, that's with the auto crit.
Good math, man. You're quick. All right.
It's always great when your HP is equal to your AC.
Garathor, you're up.
Does he get to make a save on damage?
Save.
Can I yell a word? Can I yell words?
You can right now.
What if I yelled tooth and or what if I yelled slither? Like, I'm guessing that's actually an action.
Takes an action.
Yeah. I'll just sit there and stare at him and go "Rrrr," without raging. I'm so mad I haven't raged yet. I'm gonna kill myself.
One time you're in
I'm
perpetual freaking.
I'm going to kill myself.
Silky, you're up.
Seeing the member of the party that Silky has grown to love the most almost die, and seeing that Acerak is super hurt, Silky is going to make a decision. And
Puppy.
hi, puppy. Once again, use Step of the Wind to go 90 feet using a key point. Just terrified, shaking, gonna move right where Garathor is. And I'm going to use another key point. No, I'm not. I'm just going to hit him twice, firstly.
$22 hits.
11 bludgeoning. Is he still up?
He is.
Okay. I'm going to use another key point to flurry of blows. So give myself... What?
I said magic fists.
Magic fists. I'm going to flurry of blows. One more hit. 22.
22 hits.
9.
Please describe the death blow.
Okay. Silky is trying to save a life, her first life that she really values. And when she sees Azaret go down, like start to look really weak, she's going to reach up onto his helmet, grab his horns, pull him, like jump up and grab it, pull her down to her level, look him in the face, and say, "Don't you ever come after us again, you bitch!" And I'm just going to punch him in the face.
You see his face just start to collapse in on itself. This horrible screaming sound, this like sucking, whining like of air starts to come out, emanate from him. And he just collapses in on himself like a black hole, and poof, there's just a pile of dust. And both skeletons also fall to the floor in a pile of dust. And the spirit, the trickster gods inside you are just roaring and cheering.
And with that, Silky's going to lay down on the ground and curl up into a ball because she's almost dead.
I'm going to grab Silky, pick her up, throw her over my shoulder, and start sprinting backwards.
All right.
Yeah, we're on the back side of that. We're like on the opposite side, right? Because the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on the dark side.
Dark side of the ring.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to set Silky down, then I'm going to run back, and I'm going to see if that plaque says anything.
The plaque is not there.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Garathor, make a perception check while you're in there. In addition to that, you notice that there is just 3 holes in the southern wall. No heads.
From where she's thrown over Garathor's shoulder, Silky just like pulls up a little claw and goes, "I would like a nap, please."
I think we need to find, on the other side of the ring, someplace safe to sleep for as long as we can. I recommend either the Fountain of Youth room, possibly somewhere in the sewers. Maybe if we can kill that mimic, we can go sleep on the other side of that, where the mimic is.
Mimic's already dead.
Well, I mean, we can go sleep over on that little.
I'll go.
Silky, you can make a perception check too, actually, while Garathor is running out.
Who?
Me.
Okay. Why go all the way back?
15.
We can just sleep in the coffin room. With the
And we'll
sunlight.
take shifts.
With the dome, it's not like anything can.
This is something to note, Silky. Something looks kind of off in this corner as well, as you just like look at it. It looks a little strange compared to the other ringed area that you were in, the normal tomb, I suppose.
Like the shadows look different, or is that all you have?
Yeah, the shadows look different. It catches your eye for some reason as different.
I relay that information to the group and say, perhaps we take a rest and we continue with our exploration. I'm very curious about the corner, but I'm not gonna make it if we keep going.
I believe that we are going to need, either we die in our sleep or we make it through the night, but yeah.
Can we try to take a long rest now? Yeah.
You can.
Oh, thank God.
Does this tomb room look good for you guys? I'll put up the hut.
I would like to throw ingots on the white and black tiles just to check that out.
Ting, ting, ting.
I mean,
Nothing else.
Okay, I was gonna say he just made the noise. Ching, ching, ching.
You hear mechanical gears in the hall. An electromagnet lights up.
An electromagnetic spider comes out of the wall. No, I'm down to just go take a fucking nap, and I will grab my injured Silky, and I will be close to Silky in the back corner of this little hut.
just real quick, I'm gonna go down to here, take a look. Did that, whatever it was, leave anything when it died?
It is a pile of dust.
Got it.
Spectral dust.
Iranae, do you want to pop your head in that northern hallway to see if there's anything interesting?
Not particularly.
All right, we can wait till we take a rest. I'm on it. I start ritual casting Lehman's tiny hut at a certain point in the room, which seems suitable.
All right. 10 minutes go by, and the dome is up. The hut is up.
My friends, I'd like to invite you into my dome.
I would like to go into the dome.
All right.
I'm pulling out just dry rations, throwing them on the floor, grabbing a hunk of jerky and some grain, whatever else is in there.
I thought we were doing seared snapper with a honey glaze.
Is there a doppelganger? Oh, that's the code word, bro. But I do take the beer out.
Could all use a drink.
I'd like to roll a D100 to see how many seconds I drink for.
Natural 100.
Oh my god!
Constitution save, Garathor.
I'd like to rage.
It's been an entire minute.
Garathor rages, and he has no effects of alcohol or intoxication.
And then I hand the jug over to anybody else that would like to consume.
I've never had a drink before.
Based on your height, I would just go easy. But I'd like to fill up one of my small bowls.
I'd take a few sips of it. Not a lot. Just like maybe a cupful.
All right. What kind of beer is it, Garathor?
Oh, it's just a classic lager. You know, golden, crisp, refreshing. You know, probably a 5.2%, or definitely not a Coors Light. You know, a step up. You know, something closer to a Stella, but not as much skunk to it. It's got more of a sweetness on the back end, so it's like a honey lager, if you will.
Like
Why does
I
it
imagine
taste-
Kolsch.
Yeah, but still got that bite from the lager because Kolsch's are a little soft. So they can be anyway. So yeah, it's more of a Kolsch.
Why does it taste so sweet yet so bitter?
Alcoholics have been asking that for years.
I don't think I like it.
Or for me, and I'll take her bowling.
We rest, everyone. Do we want to take shifts? Keep an eye out.
Does anybody only need like 4 hours of sleep?
I'm going to need a bit longer than that.
I was going to say, I think I need a full 8 hours.
But once I wake up, I will challenge anyone to some dragon chess right now. Please, can we just keep it normal as possible while we're here in this tomb?
I'll play you. I will try.
All right, Lieutenant. Do we get a full rest, DM?
I need you to make 6 encounter rolls.
Sweet. I'll roll 2 of them.
I'll roll 2 of them.
We'll each roll one of them.
All right, I'll roll one of them.
Natural 12. Come on, Iranae.
Iranae, I swear to God.
Sweet, sweet victory.
Complete a long rest, and let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break right here. And when you come back, you can have whatever time you want within the dome to do as you will. 5 minutes. See you soon.
Barely survived a fight with the mighty Acererak. Will we survive? Most likely not, as we're learning. But we will try, and may the dice ever tell the story.
And with that, you guys may continue your long rests.
Before Silky goes to sleep, I'd like to take a bunch of the paper that I've collected on our journey and just kind of fold the edges together to try to make a to try to make a pamphlet type book. And I'd like to start journaling with pictures, just the whole story from when I first left the monastery to meeting these guys to my shipwreck to just everything. I want to start making a memoir, a Silky memoir.
Okay.
And then I sleep.
Memoirs
Silky.
of a Silky.
Come here.
I slither over to Iranae, putting my memoir next to Garathor's sleeping body.
Hey, did we level up?
Did we level up, please? I cast guidance on Garathor.
How many people... Well... You accused me of trying to die the other day.
I accused you of recklessly wasting your life. Not wasting, just ignoring the life you have to live.
How many people, Silky, will be lost if we fail here?
A lot. A lot.
A lot.
Everyone. Yeah. Which is why we need you.
No, you're looking at it backwards. That's why the fate of any single one of us doesn't fucking matter. If we have to sacrifice one of us to succeed, we have to fucking do it. We don't have the luxury of counting the cost. We have to win.
I'm sorry, Miss Iranae, but I don't agree. We need all of us to succeed. That's why I went back for Mr. Garathor. We need the party to be as strong as possible, and each one of us is such an important unit. If we lose anyone, you, Alastor, myself...
And if you died going back to save Garathor?
I knew I wouldn't because you were there. Garathor... Miss Iranae, Garathor and you know more about what's going on than me. In the moment, I knew Garathor's life was more valuable than mine. Out of every party member to die, I would be the best. So that's why I did what I did. But I still think the party would be worse without me. It's so complicated. Life didn't used to be this hard, but these are decisions I've never had to make before. And some contradict each other, but I'm trying to figure it out. It's very hard.
Just think about what I'd said.
And I want you to think about what I said too. You're important. Out of everyone in the party, you're probably the most. You see how much damage you do, Miss Iranae? It doesn't matter that you're naked walking through the halls. You're one of the strongest people I've ever met. Without you, the party... You are the thing that holds them together.
No, that's Garathor.
Garathor? I mean, I love him, but he seems more like the muscly type.
You should talk to him more. He sees more than you realize. And he thinks about more than you realize.
Well, I have only known you for a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3. I will. When he stops snoring.
Go get some sleep.
You as well. And Miss Iranae, you are cared for, you know that. I care about you.
Given the situation we're in, Silky, that might be a mistake.
Doesn't matter if it is or not, it's still a true statement. Good night, Miss Iranae. And I go back to Garathor, and I work on my memoir till I fall asleep, and then I curl up in his lap.
It's like my cat.
Silky is a cat. Her giant ears are just sticking up. Her tail swishing.
Awaken after a nice 8-hour rest with a kobold tucked in your arms.
Mm.
The rest of you awaken as well.
So, how about that dragon chest, Silky?
How do you play?
Oh. It's gonna be kind of hard to explain the whole thing.
I'm just
here.
kidding. The monks at the monastery taught me how.
Oh, thank goodness. Definitely don't have time to teach you, but if you want to hone your game, I don't know where you're at now, but we could do some strategy lessons or something later. Just throwing it out there. I'm looking forward to brighter tomorrows, folks.
I appreciate the optimism.
Yeah, you know what? That sleep was really good for me. It just reminds me of what I've always done, like every day, pretty much like clockwork. Just slept for about 6 to 8 hours. It's very comforting.
You're an interesting man.
Thank you, Silky. I'll take that as a compliment.
You're welcome. Now, I must warn you. I always lost playing dragon chess at the monastery. I am possibly the worst player you've ever met.
I'll go easy on you.
Okay. Is it would I make an intelligence check?
Yes.
I'll go easy. Rolls. Uses his +8 still.
Oh!
That was pretty good. You've definitely played a few rounds before.
Alastor, you started to go easy on her, but she started getting better and better throughout the game, and pretty soon you're playing at maybe 80% of your
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I gotta
defeat her finally, but yeah, you're like, whoa.
Next time we should put money on it, yes?
Here's 1 gold piece. Let's do it.
I now have
might
6
be the
gold
last.
pieces.
Actually, I'm going to challenge you, Iranae, while we're here, and Garathor, because this might be the last time we ever play chess. All right, let's see it, Silky.
You want to do it again?
This is it. Ah!
Oh my god.
Shit, I'm so sorry. I go to get my piece, and I lift up the board, and all the pieces fly everywhere, and we don't even get to play the game. It's just he tries to help catch it.
I think
I interpret
You
this.
lost a piece for 2 hours.
No, I interpret this
Where's that pawn?
as Alastor just completely accidentally opens with Scholar's Mate and it works. Just muscle memory.
I think with the nat 1, Silky tries to help catch the pieces, but one lands in her mouth and she chokes and swallows it. So you're down 1 piece.
What the? Silky.
Sorry.
Garathor, pat it out of her, man.
I'll give a solid pat. Not too hard. Just enough as if your dog was choking on him,
I don't know if I spit it up or not. I think I swallow it.
Garathor, you want to give a nice firm hit?
Nice firm pat. Because she's choking. Not my little Silky.
All
Are we
right.
roll for strength or what?
Yeah, make a strength, because it sounds like she's swallowing it. You give her a nice firm hit, and it goes down her throat. She swallowed a dragon chess piece.
All right, Silky. Well, I'm not going to follow you around or anything. But
Just say
you
you're part
if you happen
dragon
to
now.
find that piece again,
That will appear again in 1 to 3 days. I'll keep an eye out for it.
1 to 3.
maybe Garathor's got some high fiber food.
I was
that-
gonna say I need to start putting some veggies in your diet there, Silky. You're
I'm
2
a
feet tall.
kobold.
Where is it all staying?
I have a weird dietary system.
I put down an emerald where the missing pawn should go. Iranae?
All right, one game.
Surprising victory.
Wow. Well, you forced me to concede. That's hasn't happened to me in a long time, Iranae.
We'll call it beginner's luck.
We played a few matches though.
Yeah, we did. Kind of got a handle on the opening you like to use.
Ah, you've been watching.
Gotta mix it up now
That's
and
all
again.
right. Well, that's kind of comforting in a way. You know, Baldur's Gate wasn't all that bad. My teaching days is pretty good, actually. I made a name for myself up there. The last time I lost Dragon Chess, it's one of my students. His name was Xavier Hightower. He was quite the prospect too. He could, man, with a hand crossbow, he was absolutely lethal. But he was a smart kid too. He knew a thing or two about strategy. But I don't know whatever became of old Hightower. He actually I do know. Now that I think about it.
I have to finish that sentence now. What happened to him?
Well, you probably heard what I was saying to Zagmira. A thing or two I had for her. The corruption at the top of the fist was, well, and remains something just awful. They sacrificed a whole squad of kids to retrieve some artifact, and Xavier was one of them. So
He didn't make it.
as far as I know, he died with the rest of his crew. But you know what? If I had to picture how it went down, I bet it was in the most epic way imaginable. I bet he just like flung open a door and just got that damn artifact, and it looked pretty cool.
Do you know what god he worshipped? If he did.
You know, I don't think he did worship any gods.
Then I will pray to the universe to make sure that he is safe and happy wherever he is.
Yeah, he might need it.
I give a little prayer to whoever this mysterious person is.
Paul, could I have done something while they were all asleep? Because I only need half the amount of sleep that they do.
Yeah.
Alright. When they are all snoring away, I'm gonna just super sneaky beaky like sneak out the dome, back around the ring, and back into the sun sarcophagus room. I'm gonna pause on the threshold. I'm gonna be like, alright, why do you want me to open this so bad? And just see if there's a reply.
There is no reply. You feel a little bit of a pull towards the room. Nothing that overtakes you quite yet. Doesn't seem like they respond to anything you say.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Damn it, if I had a coin, I'd flip it. Tomorrow. Have a little patience, monkey boy. And then I'll go back to the dome.
Right.
I will try one thing, though. If I walk down the opposite side of the ring, do I end up in the same place where the dome is?
Yes.
Okay.
You just appear on the other side of the ring rather than the first side.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just sneak back into the dome and take up my spot.
All right. You guys awaken. The dome starts to fade, and you guys feel fully rested. Back to full health.
Oh, I feel so much better. Oh my gosh.
I think we needed that more than we thought we did. Whew.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think we knew we needed it, but I think we were just scared to do it. Since we've gotten to Omu, it's been nothing but disaster, followed by disaster. But I will say, we've killed a lot of stuff.
We have. Actually, the Grand Duke Eltan used to say, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. So, take that for what it's worth.
Well, we can either explore this new tomb, or we can go back to the second level of the original tomb, and start trying to figure out the puzzles.
I think we should at least look down the hallway that we haven't looked at yet, and then head back. But before we do, we really should make sure that Azorak is not back and waiting for us.
Well, the only way to do that's to walk out there, so...
Poof! I turn invisible, and I start walking. And
Also, Garathor,
Oh, yes.
don't forget about that weird shadowy spot that I saw.
Where was that?
It was in the corner of the room.
Okay. I will...
Perception check, Garathor.
Perception.
Can I help him? Like, point at it?
Sure. At advantage.
Garathor.
I rolled.
Advantage.
Give
Oh,
advantage.
on advantage.
Silky's helping you out. All right, 17. The room looks clear. That mirage-like shadow is not there.
Well, I will go peer my head down this hallway.
You peer your head down the hallway. I'm going to keep your 17 rolling here. You see the green devil's face statue coming out of the wall. Except in its mouth, you don't see a black shadow. It's gaping open, but you see cave behind it.
Okay. I will then go all the way around. There's the door with the 3 holes and nothing dead inside of it.
Right.
Can I look inside of one of those holes?
Yeah. You see a chariot, and just cresting over the top of the chariot, you can see a sarcophagus. On the south wall, you see a... let me reveal a little bit more here. You see a bronze shield that seems to have some kind of inscription and an image on it. It's hard to make out at this point from this distance.
I'll go take a look at this corner that Silky was talking about.
Actually, Garathor, are you just kind of like there's these holes?
I was kind of looking through one of them.
Are you looking through, or are you like?
Not poking my head all the way through. No, I'm just looking through.
Okay. Well, if you're just looking through from about a foot, that's what you can see.
Okay. I'll go take a look at this little corner.
Okay. You get to the corner, and it indeed looks weird. The wall itself almost seems to be similar to like the mirage that you saw earlier of blackness, except it's a wall that's kind of waving. The wall itself.
Well, I'll go back to the party, explain that I saw a chariot and a shield, explain that I'm assuming that the 3 dead things we saw upstairs are most likely connected to that chariot upstairs in the other universe. I'll explain to them that the green mouth is open down here, that there's not a layer of black smoke, and I'll tell them that I really want to open this chariot door.
What about the weird shadows in the corner?
It seems like a wall of shadow, and I didn't want to touch it because I'm not magical. I'm just really strong.
Did you look down over the balcony?
I don't say anything, and I turn around. I go and I just disappear again, and I go look over.
You look over the balcony. It seems you see the stairs descend down, and it seems to be just a shroud of blackness. And the same as you look up, it seems like this is isolated with darkness now. Whereas before, when you looked up and down, you could see where the levels went.
But now it's isolated, like after we slept.
No.
Oh, you mean like on the other in the other tomb?
Yeah.
We can see up and down here. We can't. So it seems like it's black magic. I'm assuming that this isn't an entirely second tomb. I'm guessing that this is just another layer, just like this.
Into darkness descend. But there's a lot of exploring to do before we descend, I believe.
And a lot of darkness.
We don't know anything about this frog to tame.
Oh, that big old statue.
Alright,
It doesn't look anything like a frog, right?
No, it does not.
Garathor, if you want to take Silky and try and get that door open to the south, I want to just go up real quick to that statue in the north and just take a look in its mouth.
Careful.
Just real quick, like.
Real quick, like.
Right. You walk up to this statue. It is a gaping devil face, similar to the other one you saw, except there's no darkness. You can see rock in the back, just from where you are.
But there's still a demon.
Make a perception check.
18.
In the very back, as you're kind of looking around, like you remember feeling around as you were inside that other one, and you're kind of peering around, it looks similar, like it's a cave that something could be in. But you look in the very back of it, and you see a little, like, arm-sized wormhole that goes down. It looks like it's intentionally carved in the back of this, like, chamber that's in the mouth.
Alastor!
What's going on, Iranae?
That. And I point out this hole. Is it just me, or does that look perfectly sized to reach in?
Iranae, knowing you, the urge to reach in must be pretty strong right about now.
I mean, it sounds like a terrible idea.
Do you want me to use my mage hand or something?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I would like to cast Mage Hand, please.
All right. You cast your mage hand, guide it over to the little hole, the area that seems perfectly carved where something could be. And your mage hand goes down and you feel it kind of grab and lift up. There's nothing there. Again, nothing.
Does it reach like the end of the it feels okay.
You push it. I don't know. Do you have sensations with mage hand?
It's kind of
You see it stop.
I'm not sure that yeah. Nothing. Though if I had a guess, probably not gonna activate anything with this here hand. I got the spell description here. Paul doesn't say anything about being able to feel or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not a big deal right now. I just was curious.
Cool.
All right.
Get out of here, puppy.
I'll take my dagger and I'll climb into the mouth and poke my dagger inside the hole.
Ting ting. You hit stone.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe it's nothing on this side, Iranae.
That's a good point. Just quick as I can, I'll just dart my hand down, just give a quick feel, and then pull my hand.
All right. Nothing happens. You feel air, and you feel the end of the tunnel. It's only like a foot long. It seems like it's a compartment.
All right. Good to know. And I assume we can head back. Any luck with that door, Garathor?
I try to open the door with my hand.
I help.
Which one?
The 3-hole door.
You guys, I'm gonna say you guys push, and you're like trying to find a way to get it to kind of jimmy or like open upwards.
Pull, lift, push at the top, push at the bottom.
Not budging at all.
Is it made of wood?
It's steel reinforced wood.
It's not moving, guys. Can I peer inside without putting my head in to see if there's like any internal levers or anything? Or do I have to put my head in?
Investigation check. You have to get pretty close, though. Not bad. You start to put your head in without putting it all the way in, like right up to it. And you see a system of chains and pulleys on the other side, kind of attached to these bitten bridles, these like pieces of metal that are just dangling there. And as you look to where the chains kind of go, you do figure out, you deduce after looking at the way that they're arranged, that it seems like if there was enough force specifically on the chains from a certain angle, it would lift the door. It would open a compartment and lift the door.
Enough force from inside on one of the chains?
Yeah. You think you put together that it has something to do with the zombies and possibly the direction they're moving.
I'm guessing that they'd be pushing outward, and that would... Yeah, okay. Can I... There's no way I can see the inscription on the shield.
It's too far.
Garathor,
Yeah.
it might interact. Like maybe opening the door on the other side would open it here.
But then the sarcophagus is closed upstairs, but it's open down here. Guys, these I thought I understood a Sarak's clues, and they seems like they're making less and less sense.
Yes, we have not found the frog.
Any, well, we could at any point, but anything that doesn't work here, we should probably try out on the other side.
I'm still very interested in these moving shadows over here before we go. Do you mind if I take a look?
Lieutenant, please.
Go ahead,
do.
Lieutenant.
I'm gonna go up to the shadows and then where'd I go?
You just dive right in.
Bye.
In a wall.
I'd like to take the butt of my staff and just gently kind of prod at the shadows.
Right when you're about to hit it, it passes through.
And I'd like to pull it back. Does it come with me?
Yep, you have it back.
I'd look at the others and I slowly start putting my hand towards it and just kind of wave it through the shadows.
Passes through.
I look at the others and I say, okay, well, secrets. I want to check it out. Do I have your blessing?
Do you guys want to ignore anything upstairs and see if we can just maybe into darkness descend? Or what do you guys think?
Listen, man.
Oh, do you think this is the final piece?
Could just,
I mean,
well, not through that wall, but through, if we descend downwards through the darkness, maybe.
part of me does want to get... it seems like these trickster gods are actually going to be friends, helpful to us in destroying a Sarak, as we did all witness. A Sarak did murder them. If we have a common enemy, and as of right now, our friend Silky does not have a trickster god.
So we go open the golden sarcophagus with the sunlight, and then...
I say we go open that one without the sunlight touching it.
And then there's something I need to check in the mask. In the devil face. Although we should all be there and be ready for another demon to come out.
So I don't get to check out my secret shadow spot?
We're coming back here, Silky.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, if you want to walk through it, go for it.
Can I just like poke my head in and do I see anything?
Sure. Put your head through this mysterious mirage. There's about a foot of it where it's just blackness, and you feel this like shimmering around your face, and your head emerges on the other side. In this room, you see an empty well in the middle of it.
Empty well, empty well.
Oh, it was just that wall? I thought it was like the entire area going downstairs that she was looking through.
No, just the one corner.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I think it might be safe to just check this out. It just looks like a well. Just water.
I'll
We
go
need to-
stand behind her.
What's the well look like?
Did you say it was just kind of abandoned?
Yeah, it's an empty stone well. This stone looks like it's carved, like it's a single piece of rock coming up out of the floor. It's a little bit weird. It's almost like a geyser. It's just like rock coming up out of the ground, and it's empty. Silky, you also notice a similar type of wall right here on this side. Wavy.
When I look into the well, can I see anything at the bottom?
It's just stone. It's empty. It's like a half cylinder that's empty of rock.
I go up to the shadow well the shadow wall and once again stick my staff in there.
It goes right through.
Hand.
Goes through.
I stick my head in.
I will go through to see this well as well. And I will take a jar of my Fountain of Youth water. And I will into the well.
water disperses at the bottom. Nothing happens.
Damn.
Okay.
And then we poked her head through another wall and saw this.
Yep.
Okay. I won't go any further, but I'll go back and tell them what I found. Yeah, it seems like a whole other section. I think it might be wise to finish what we started and then come back here.
Very well.
All right.
All right, upstairs. Do we want to do the green devil face mask first, or do we want to do the sarcophagus first?
Iranae, do you need a coin? Like, I got some coins.
I'd be more comfortable with one, but I'll win it off you somehow later.
That game of Dragon Chess that you just won.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll take a gold for my winnings. Or a coin, rather. Any coin.
Would you like a gold piece or a platinum piece, Iranae?
We'll go with a gold piece.
This is my favorite one of 141 gold pieces. Here you go.
Thank you, Alastor.
Silky just kind of opens her eyes at how much you have and looks down at her 6 gold pieces.
I was going to save that one for a lady of the night for Garathor when we got back to the port city, but now it's yours.
Don't know if we'll ever get there.
Oh, don't speak like that, Garathor. We will.
All right.
To the golden.
I would say the golden first, yes.
Oh, I thought we were flipping for it.
Oh,
shall we?
All right, yeah, let me flip. 1 is the sarcophagus, 2 is the devil face.
You guys are making me feel like I worship Timora over here.
Golden sarcophagus it is.
Where you going?
Back to the gold sarcophagi, the one in the daylight.
So you're going back through the ring?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. You guys walk around in the ring, appear on the other side. Look both ways. Seems to be clear. And you walk over to the sarcophagus. It appears to be, it has a lid on it, and it looks very heavy.
Do we want to try to set something up to block the sunlight before we open it?
I would say 2 people hold up a blanket to cause a covering like a tent, and then 2 others try to push the lid off.
I've got a mage hand.
I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be Alastor and Iranae who hold the blanket, because I'm going to be the one that needs to move the lid.
And I
gonna-
will help.
Silky, I don't
On
think
one-
you're tall enough.
On one corner, I hold it with the mage hand, and on the other corner, I hold it with my hand.
I'll flop my blanket, hand it to your mage hand.
It like snaps it.
I will turn invisible, and then I will start pushing this sarcophagus.
I will help.
Okay. It is extremely heavy, Garathor. And you're holding a blanket over top? The other 2
Yep.
of you?
Yep.
Okay. The blanket does indeed cover the sunlight, so it doesn't penetrate down. Make an athletics check with advantage. All right. 21 will do it. You heave the lid off with Silky's help, kind of giving it little nudges into making your push be even more effective. The lid falls to the floor, and you look inside and you see a plaque. And it says, "Drown your sorrows."
Garathor, do we need more beer?
Let's see, and there's nothing inside of there at all?
Just
Just a plaque. Drown your sorrows. There's no oh man. Guys, I'm guessing we're overthinking this, but I'm confused.
I'm gonna go over to one of the gargoyle heads that's got the liquid leaking from its mouth.
Are you dropping the blanket?
I'll take her place at the blanket.
Okay.
Stand on tiptoe.
Alastor and Silky now have the blanket, and Iranae goes over to Gargoyle Head.
And I want to, like, smell the liquid that's dribbling. Can I identify it?
Make an intelligence check. Investigation's fine. Which head are you going to?
That one. (28) with a natural 20.
It is, it is a red wine. It is a very fine wine from a specific valley on the Sword Coast. You're just like, man, I remember this from Waterdeep. Like, it used to be one of the wines that I loved to enjoy with my family. And you know the specific type, you know the vineyard and the make and the year. And you're like, man, this wine is sparking some memories for me.
Guys, this is wine. This is very, very good wine.
Do we have wine on the jug?
I'm thinking we have to drink some of this.
Oh,
How much is dripping out? Like a steady stream, or like
It's like
if you wanted to fill a cup, how long would it take? Or just enough for a drink?
to fill it, well,
Just for a sip. Like, yeah.
if you hold it up, probably like 5 minutes to get like a quarter of a cup.
perhaps
Maybe 3 minutes.
perhaps we just lick it.
You gonna French kiss that gargoyle?
What is a French kiss?
It's a great question, Silky. But the more important question here, Silky, are you single?
I'm 6.
Fair enough. All right,
And
if you
how
want
old
to
are you?
tongue that gargoyle, by all means, Silky.
Maybe we put the lid back on the sarcophagi before we take the blanket away. I know there's nothing dead inside, but
We
or
could
maybe we
try and
don't.
we could just see what happens when there's sunlight. That might be illuminating.
What do you guys think? Just take it away?
And Wongo hasn't said anything since we opened up.
As you're holding the blanket and they got the lid off, you were like leaning in. Wongo was pushing you in to at least look, like to see if there's treasure there, and then you felt like a little wave of disappointment.
All right, yeah, fuck the
I-
blanket.
Drop the mage hand. Drop the blanket.
Take my blanket.
I stay invisible.
The sunlight, as you remove the blanket, casts down onto the drown your sorrows. For a second, nothing. Vroom! A door, the entryway to this room slams shut. Like, boom! It's huge. It was like, you guys looked over and it must have been 8 feet thick of rock. All of a sudden, all 4 gargoyle mouths open up.
Spewing out.
Things
No!
start pouring on the floor. It's raising. It's already like splashing across, and you can feel it.
I'll take a drink of the wine.
I'll drink some of that.
I'll drink some of it.
Guys, all start. 3 of you start drinking wine. It is now up 1 foot.
Close the
guys,
sarcophagi.
idea.
Close the sarcophagi.
I will try to slide the lid back onto the sarcophagus.
Eventually, after like a minute or two, you guys get the lid back on. The wine is almost up to your knees now. It does not stop.
Get into the sarcophagi.
You guys want to? You guys want to cuddle?
It's the only thing I can think
how
of.
deep is it?
It's about 3 or 4 feet deep now.
No, I'm talking
The-
about
the
the sarcophagus.
Oh, the sarcophagus it's about 3 feet off the floor. The wine is now spilling into the sarcophagus.
That plan is done.
Iranae, drink some, damn it.
It's not done.
Take it.
Someone get in.
I'll jump into it.
All right.
No, I'll jump in. Fuck it.
You're jumping into the...
In the sarcophagus.
Okay, and there's like wine flowing over top. Yeah, the wine is spilling onto you, and you start to float in the sarcophagus, and it is now up 5 feet.
Can we shove
You
the
guys have to start
sarcophagus
swimming.
shut?
You want to put the lid on with Garathor in it?
Yeah, to stop the wine from flowing into it.
It's already filled
It's
it.
very heavy, but as you notice as you try to put the lid back on, it's not a tight seal.
Okay. Then yeah, get out of there.
Okay.
Line up
When
with
I
the
look
sunlight.
up at the sunlight, yeah. How big is this hole that is creating the sunlight?
It's about like this big. It's the same as the zombie head hole's about.
Silky, you might be the only one surviving this.
Could I fit through it?
Maybe if you squeeze, like as you look up, this little patch of light coming down.
Try closing the mouths on the gargoyles.
Well, now we have to swim down to him. I'll drink some of this wine as well.
All right, Iranae, you drink some of the wine. Nothing happens.
Fuck.
There's about 12. Somewhere. It's about a 12-foot ceiling here, and it's up about 7 feet right now. 6 or 7 feet of wine. You guys are all swimming.
And how high are the? Guys, I'm at a loss.
Do you have any spells, Alastor? Anything?
I mean, I got some ideas, but I don't know. We should try and stop this flow of wine somehow, right? Like, what do you want me to try to do? What's your plan, Lieutenant? I'm all ears right now. I'm
The
kind of
only-
freaking out. I can't swim very well. My
Shut
shirt
up!
is getting stained.
Stop talking!
My
The
socks are
only
wet.
thing I can think of is destroying the golem heads.
I cast a firebolt at one of the heads.
That's not gonna work. It's wet.
It just sizzles into the wine. At this point, you hear the sound of something opening. You hear deep grinding gears. You hear sounds echoing throughout this wine. Iranae, as you're kind of over there, you feel something swim by you. It's very slippery and slick, like slimy almost, and it goes right by you. Silky, you feel something pass by your legs, just touching it. And it really, it creeps you out, and you're like, what was that? 2 more times, you feel something just barely touch you. And right before something emerges from the water, we're going to end tonight's session. The wine, sorry.
Is the wine still flooding, or did the wine stop?
The wine is still flooding.
Oh God!
You have no idea how much anxiety I have right now because there's nothing we can do.
It's a wine hydra.
The wine hydra.
This is like the worst thing that's happened so far.
I disagree.
I mean, yes, but I have aquaphobia, or just like the fear of things underwater. So this is just like terrible.
Good thing it's under wine. Wow. All right. Well, that was excruciating at many points. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Yes. Perfect. Well, we beat a Serac.
We beat
Kinda.
Anisarac.
Yeah, probably for the first of many times. Holy smokes, folks. I am speechless. I'll find a way to get out of that wine by 2 weeks from now when we have Tomb of Annihilation again. Next week, Curse of Strahd. Monday night, we got a couple new characters coming in.
Ooh.
Should be very interesting. My art streams throughout the week. That's a thing now. And look out for miscellaneous other streams. Always a treat. So until we see you next time, folks out there, be safe. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.